Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Shit's about to hit the fan. Welcome to Unsanctioned Thursdays on Wrestling with Freddie.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Unsanctioned Thursday. It's the show that gives you extra show because Wednesday's show is not quite long enough. That's our indie spotlight, and if you listened to yesterday's show, you already know who's here, but if you didn't, he is our repeat guest, our first indie spotlight repeat guest, and we're very grateful to have him back. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vinnie Pacifico. How are you, sir? Welcome back.
Thank you very much for having me back. Doing very well. Been busy as ever, but I'm grateful and I'm very thankful to be back on.
All right, my first question, and it's a joke, but it might not be a joke, so if you get mad, I'll take it. Has anyone stolen your gimmick yet?
Nope.
All right, let's refresh people. What is the gimmick? Because I freaking love this. Tell people when you need a power up, what is it you do?
Pretty much, I got my energy drinks. I am the energy drink king. It fuels me, and it fuels up my power punch.
It's so good.
I go to the corner, chug that drink, Hulk up, power punch, 1, 2, 3, lights out.
Vinnie, are you afraid that maybe some wrestler or some of your competition might come over and drink the drink before you drink it?
Oh, shit.
It has happened with adverse effects.
Wait, it doesn't work for them?
No, because I am the energy drink king.
It's like that's why Brutus couldn't eat Popeye spinach, dude. It would have had a reverse effect on him, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Exactly.
here's the problem with that. Well, then why would I buy it if it's not going to work for me?
You can buy it in stores and it'll work for you fine. But
Yeah, you just can't drink. You can't drink another man's energy drink. Otherwise, it has adverse effects. Yeah,
exactly.
If you steal it, the energy drink gods aren't going to give you good karma. They're going to give you bad karma.
Yeah, God, this recipe must be very confusing to make.
It's as difficult, to be certain.
Taurine, caffeine, glutamine, the whole nine.
Wild.
All right, man. Next question. Well, no, but not a question. Just tell us what you've been doing since the last time we spoke to you on the show. Tell us, have you had matches? What's your favorite match? Where have you gotten to go? What's been your favorite city? Are you traveling locally? Have you gotten to go around the world? Talk to us.
Great question. So literally after our last call, I had the next month a tour in Europe. I went to wrestle in Finland, England, and France within a month. And it was absolutely insane. And I will say the coolest experience so far that I got that whole tour. All right, France was just out of this world, but Finland, I got to wrestle during the Helsinki Metal Festival.
Is it Ruis Rock? Was it called Ruis Rock?
No, I don't know. I don't think so.
But it was just they do heavy metal so right in Finland, and I'm familiar with the heavy metal scene over there. Don't ask me why, but keep going, dude. I'm very hooked into this.
It was insane. They had thousands of people there, wrestling fans and mostly metal fans, and in between each concert, there would be wrestling matches. It's going to be on Fight TV. It was really, really cool. Slam wrestling had some really fun matches out there. The talent out there is pretty damn good. It's not a lot of wrestling in Finland. So the fans out there are just hungry for more wrestling. So it's really, really cool. I will say, I went to France and it took me back because once my entrance hit, that place showed me the most appreciation I've ever had, I feel, in my whole career. Like, it was just really, really beautiful. And it felt like it was the last 2 days of my tour. So it felt like the perfect way to cap off an amazing month-long tour, right? And the French wrestling scene really heavily sticks to mat wrestling. And, I love technical wrestling. I love grappling. I love that stuff, Trained with Ring of Honor. So that's what they really had me, latch onto when I was starting out. But France was really heavily, that style of wrestling, along with my drinks. And then also one of their guys has his own drink brand.
Oh, shit.
So we did like a dual energy drink thing, and it was just so cool. It was a whole moment. It was wrestling is moments.
You had dueling energy drinks, like the dueling banjos. I love it. That's amazing.
Yep. Wrestling is moments, So that's what I believe, and gotta make moments.
Okay, so I can tell you liked France more than Finland, but let let me pitch you another
That's
factor.
crazy because I think France is a dump.
Damn.
Why do you hate France, dude?
I could do it. They're rude to us. They're mean to us. They talk
When was
a
the
lot
last
of trash.
time you were there? When was the last time you were in France?
2015.
All right, well, then you'll like the Finland argument. What about, all right, the metal scene in Finland superior to the metal scene in France?
Yes.
And the wrestling scene in France superior to the wrestling scene in Finland, yes?
A lot more wrestling, yes, in France.
Okay, so they're still new to the wrestling scene. They need more of you in Finland. The ladies in Finland, I was there when I was 21 years old, and the ladies in Finland are superior to the ladies in France. Sorry, France. I've been to both countries in my early 20s. So I'm telling you, dude, give Finland another chance, help develop and grow the wrestling scene there, and they'll be forever grateful in many ways. And where was the third country that you went to?
It was Finland to England and then France. You know, and personally for me, I love England because, again, we do that world of sport style. You know,
Yeah.
I got to wrestle years ago with Johnny Kidd, who's a legend in the world of sport, part of the space in wrestling. So I got to really dive into technical wrestling and grappling and holds and arm drags. And that type of wrestling is what I love. Even though I don't get to do it enough in America, getting to do it overseas and really work on that is just something that I'd love to do. But out of all that, I came back to the States. First weekend I came back, right to the West Coast for 2 dates, which the West Coast wrestling scene, like I said before in the last podcast, I love it. It's the fans are so appreciative of what we do more than I believe anywhere else. I will say now in November, I'm going back to Europe for Netherlands, Germany, Romania, and we're doing, and possibly Hungary. That tour's being worked out now.
All right, I haven't been to Romania or Hungary. The Netherlands is, if you go to the right parts of the Netherlands, it's really freaking cool. If you can get outside of the city, it's gorgeous. The city isn't quite as magical as maybe the people who told me that went there in the 70s and loved it. When I went, it wasn't quite the city they described to me, but getting outside of the city, if you have time, is absolutely beautiful. Germany is absolutely gorgeous. I've been all over Germany.
Yeah.
My family is German from way, way back. My father is half German, half Puerto Rican. And I've never been to Hungary, even though my dad's joke was he was part Hungarian. He had this thing, he was a Hungarican, but he was actually German. And I've never been, where was the last place that you're going?
Romania.
Romania and Hungary. Dude, you're going to be wrestlers are more well-traveled than actors, more well-traveled than stand-up comics. You guys literally go all over. Like you, Jeff, you're not doing a show in Romania next week, are you?
I've been to every city in America, but when it comes to travel in the world, if I didn't do that one travel show, it would have been Canada and Mexico. That's about it.
How much do you get to appreciate this? Because you're a young guy, dude. Do you get to appreciate like all these cities you go to, or is it like right to the hotel, right to the arena?
Well, in America, a lot of the time it's just right to the arena. But luckily, I was blessed. We were able to. So with the European tour, I was able to bring my wife with me the first time.
Oh, nice.
Last month.
Oh, so you don't care about the ladies in Finland? You got your wife. Yeah, screw Finland.
Yeah. When you bring your wife, you can't cheat. You got to be with her the whole time.
I almost spit water all over my keyboard. You can't do that when I'm drinking. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Vinny.
We used to cover her stuff. We used our wedding money, you know what I mean, to cover her flight, whatever. So it worked perfectly, and she had a great time too. And I believe experiencing this with my wife is just makes it more special, you know. And she got to see me wrestle in front of thousands of fans in Finland. You know, it was just special,
cool, man.
You know?
Yeah, she gets to see you chase your dream. Can be like a second little miniature honeymoon, a wrestling honeymoon. You know what I mean? You guys can go to Europe, go overseas, experience the other cultures, man. That stuff is like, I remember when I worked at WWE, the wrestlers really took advantage of the travel and really sought out like not just the tourist stuff, but like where do locals like to go? Any spare minute they had, they would never be at the arena. They would just get there when they were supposed to. And I remember going like like the bosses would get mad. They should be here, damn it. And I'm like, no, man, like they're getting culture. They're enriching their lives. They're getting the billionaires experience without being billionaires. Like let them let them have that. It's so important, and you guys get to do it all the time. Jeff, you got to get a show in Bulgaria.
I was going to say, wives and girlfriends aren't too happy when you go FaceTime. Oh, I'm in Germany. I'm having the time of my life. They don't like that. So very smart on your part to bring her with you, make her part of the experience. Invest in the relationship every day. Good for you, brother. You're wise beyond your years. I got a question for you. So I'm often guilty of being snobby about only one subject. I'm a pretty fun guy when it comes to everything, but I'm very snobby about stand-up comedy. I will watch a comic and I'm pretty critical. I rip it apart very much. And it's just because I love stand-up comedy so much. So I'm not fun to talk about stand-up comedy too. And that being said, I'm assuming you're a wrestler. You might see stuff that we don't see. You see little tricks, or you see little gimmicks, or you see things. Now, do you even have time to watch the wrestling that is going on? Do you make a point to watch it? And if you do, what's your favorite thing that's happening right now in wrestling as far as storylines or wrestlers that inspire you?
Do you mean on television, or you mean at a show, at an event on that?
Well, if you're already at the event, I don't think that counts as you watching wrestling because you're there. That's like what you're doing. But I would say like the big stuff, like the things that someday I'd like to see you at WrestleMania. Do you keep up with all of those kind of things, or are you just too busy driving your career?
It's very busy, especially lately. I have a lot on my plate with my movie coming out soon. So it's just like so much different. I'm being pulled different ways. And every booking that comes my way, I'm trying my best to give my best. But I do try and watch everything I can possible whenever it's on my Twitter or social media. I try and watch it. I do enjoy seeing my friends on television doing amazing things. I love seeing good people do good things. I like to go back and watch old stuff, just to study it. That's what I really try and take the time to do more than anything else. But I will say, I really do. My favorite wrestler is Bryan Danielson. So anything he does, I'll always watch it, and Cesaro. So those guys are just.
Let's back up. Back up.
Nice.
Wrestling horror movie. Last time we talked to you, you were just getting ready to do it.
Yes.
Were you guys? So you said it's getting ready to come out. I was going to ask, were you able to make it? Just making a film and completing a film at any level is a huge accomplishment. So first, congratulations to that. I've made movies from $5
Thank you very
to
much.
$1 bazillion and everything in between, and they all come with challenges. So respect to that. But tell us about the movie. Tell us the name. Tell us about the process. Tell us about it, whatever you want.
I heard, Vinny, that it's called I Know What You Did Last Winter, which I think is going to be a problem, I think.
Go ahead, Vinny.
So it's got like a very deep backstory, because it kind of comes along with the lines of like how in our careers, wrestlers, especially me, we're so driven, right? And we want to be the best. We want to, I want to make it to the highest I ever can make it. And I want to be able to change lives around me, right? And it's an obsession of mine. It's getting a little busier, and I have to film one more scene because the story has to fit, right? There's one more, and I also got my wife involved in it, right? So that's going to be really special too, to like be able to do this with her. So I think she has some charisma. Me and her did a photo shoot for a horror photo shoot before our wedding, and she did a really good job. So I'm like, why wouldn't I let my wife get an opportunity at this movie if I have some pull?
Bro, I remember making movies like this when I was a young actor. I love hearing you say this. This reminds me. Yeah, when I was a kid, man, like we all had dreams and we were chasing them. And you sound like me when I was 21, 22 years old. I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
Well, side note, Freddie, real quick.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to tell you a funny story that.
What?
So last week, I'm sleeping. My friend, I got a text at 2 a.m. My friend said me this. He knows you're a big inspiration to me. So he says to me, watch this music video and let me know who you see in this.
Oh, no.
I'm like, which one do you think it is?
Was it Kiss Me?
Yeah. That was my wedding song.
No way. That was your wedding song?
Yep.
Dude, I will tell you a story about that video, and then we got to get out of here. Rachel Lee and I showed up. I'm still friends with Rachel to this day. She's an awesome chick. And we show up to the music video, and we're very open-minded, and we say, what would you like us to do? And the director looks us right in the, or maybe it wasn't the director. It was whoever was in charge. And they said, we don't know just yet. And Rachel just looks at me and goes, uh-oh. And I go, nah, it'll be all right. And so we get on the set and we, go, is there any update, on what you want us to do? Because we literally have no idea. And they go, we're going to have you guys sit right over here. And we sit down on this bench and they walk away. And Rachel and I are talking. And all of a sudden somebody goes, okay, roll sound. And Rachel goes, wait, literally no one's told us anything. And I go and I stand up. I'm like, what's going on? And they come over. They go, no, it looks great. And they just shot us sitting on the bench, like looking. And we had no idea. And I go, all right, I'm just going to follow your lead. So whatever. She goes, okay, I'm just going to like look at them like, who are these people? And I'm like, okay, I guess that's what we're going to do. And we did one take and they said, great. And they sent us home. And that was the whole shoot.
Take.
We did it in one take and no one ever gave us a note or told us anything to do. It was the weirdest job I've ever been on in my life. It was so strange.
That's amazing.
And it was your wedding song,
right?
It was your wedding song.
Yes.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, I guess that was a popular song, man. The lead singer was like, had this really unique voice. Well, it can't be really unique. It's only unique. But she had this unique voice that sounded like if an angel messed up and felt bad about it. You know what I mean? Like if the devil felt bad about all the shit that he did and was like, just let me back in. Like that kind of vibe. Not to say that women are devils or anything like that. I started with Angel.
He did.
Vinny, dude, we're going to have you back a third time. I want to hear about your next European vacation. Make sure you see the sights. Make sure you spend as much time seeing the world as you can, man, and keep chasing your dream. And we appreciate you coming on the show. And thank you so much for sharing that story with me, man. I appreciate that kind of stuff a lot. It means a lot to me,
Awesome.
Especially in my advanced age. It means more.
Thank you very much for having me, guys. I really appreciate you very much.
Absolutely, man. All right. On behalf of our awesome guest and my awesome co-host, I'm Freddie Prinze. Peace.
This has been a production of iHeart's My Cultura Podcast Network. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.